Are we live? I think we're live. Hey, buddy.
I had to yawn, so of course we're live. Happens every time.
The way it works.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Hey, everybody. Cash Coffee Week. So if you want to give us a call, 808-468-7924. We talk about whatever you want. It's been an interesting week in the caching world, to say the least. We've had less busier weeks.
Definitely.
That is true.
Yes. So let's I've got a lot to get to. So let's start this show. Chad, you ready? Jess, you ready?
I'm ready.
Sure.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. Come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means it's once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have our co-host Short and it's in the next room.
Hello.
Hi. And please welcome to my virtual left, my other co-host, Chaz427.
Howdy, y'all. It's that time again. So sit back, relax, and grab your coffee.
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 807, recorded live on March 6, 2024, is the March Cacher Coffee. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That's 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Chad,
Gotta pay those bills.
carry on, Chad. Guys, it costs a lot of money to make this show work. There's a couple ways you can help us out. We'd really appreciate it. You go to PayPal. You go to paypal.me. That's PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. You make a one-time donation. That's it, just once. Whether it be $5, $50, $500, I don't care. Go straight to the bills. $500 really nice, though. But not expecting that. But anything you can give would be appreciated. Or, Chad, you could join Patreon.
Get anything with that?
Oh, Chad, do you get anything with that? You get extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You get stickers and tags and coins and pins and path tags and end of the year patron giveaway show. We give stuff away to the patrons. Just give it away in the prize closet. Empty out the prize closet. Be a patron only shows, all this good stuff, guys. There's 5 years worth of material up there that you've never even heard nor seen. It's a lot of stuff up there. It's good stuff too. So you wanted to become a patron, you can. You go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight, we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who'd rather go cache and do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for shirt design and cannot find it, you've gone to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you how they can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And buy pattags.com for your swag and pat tag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 50,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And by Geocaching Adventures LLC. Geocaching Adventures is a full-service travel agency specializing in creating the ultimate worldwide geocaching adventure for cachers and non-cachers alike. What could be better than having your geocaching bucket list vacation all planned and led by a traveling expert? Learn more by visiting us at Practical Geocaching, at geocachingadventuresllc.com. That's geocachingadventuresllc.com.
And finally, by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and County Finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-go.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
in our show notes.
I didn't know Jim was starting getting into the travel agency business there.
Yeah. We almost had a perfect shot. Nope.
Nope.
Every week there's at least one.
I was the one who had to mess it up. Sorry, guys. So this first week of March in the 2024 in the geocaching community, it's been quite the week.
Mhm.
How about starting March, guys? If you've been living under a rock, you heard the news that was dropped yesterday. I think Tuesday, right? Was that dropped on Tuesday?
I think it was yesterday.
Chad, going caching,
Mhm.
the mega is ending. This is its final year. Chad, are you okay?
I'm saddened by it, but I'm happy that I'm at a 99 percentile chance of making it out to the very final going caching in a detective outfit.
You know, one of the beauty things about having a live podcast, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
is that when news breaks, you are right on top of it. And the Geocaching podcast always
Mm-hmm.
loves breaking news. Here, I'll even throw you out. So when you want to know what's going on, you go to the horse's mouth. Luckily, we are friends with Going Caching, so we're bringing in the Going Caching crew. Welcome, Andy and Jim. Hi, guys. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Great. Glad to be here.
And did you just call me a horse?
I don't think so. Did I?
From the horse's mouth.
Oh,
You said right from the horse's mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, he must have been talking about you, Jim. not me.
So Jim and Andy, you dropped a bomb on the geocaching world yesterday. Did you expect the response that you got?
It was a little more than I guess we thought, but many people have told us we should have known better. So
Yeah. And just as we've actually been blamed for breaking Facebook yesterday. Wasn't us, no. But yeah, I mean, the response has been very positive, overwhelming, and it's really touched us too. Lots of will attend since then. People that have wanted to come all the years and haven't been able to. They're really trying this year. So we're looking forward to a really big and fun going caching.
Is there? I'm going to throw it out there. Mega or giga.
oh Lord, a few people have said that.
Yeah.
Chad, you've been. And
a
lot of our fun and games would be really, really tough to do.
You wouldn't be able to get through the escape room. No.
Does Saturday night big party.
Right.
Rome doesn't have a lot of really big, large venues, so
the actual park where we have the mega, it could take it.
Yeah,
but it would.
Indoor
just as
venues.
You said, the escape rooms and the all the fun and games we do throughout the week, it wouldn't work for a crowd, anywhere near that size. And I don't think that's, I don't think that's a worry anymore.
Better hope
But we
not.
did gain
Yeah.
150 will attends
Yeah,
yesterday.
That was, yeah. Wow.
So that was kind
Well,
of fun.
And for
Yeah, I mean,
this
that-
early, that's pretty
I
amazing.
need to check if I've put a will attend on there. I might not have yet. I will get it on there.
do you think that, now that you've announced that this is the last year, people who say one of these years I'm going to go, one of these years I'm going to go, I mean, this is their last opportunity. So I would think that,
Right.
you
Yeah,
will
we're
get
already
a lot
we're already
more.
Yeah, we're already seeing that, and will attends from people saying, "Well, I've always wanted to come. I'm coming this year, and it'll be my first and last." Things like that. So
There's been several people too who were coming a bunch, and they've moved out of the area or moved away or just kind of been doing other things, have said, well, I'm definitely going to be back for the last one. So,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as it broke on Facebook, I immediately texted my wife, who's sitting
Yep.
virtually right next to you guys, and I said, "Going caching's ending," and she said, "Uh-oh," because we've never been there, and we always wanted to go, and kids get in the way because of school and all that. It's a very difficult month to go, and we're like, "What are we gonna do?" She's like, "We need to have a conversation." So we don't know yet. It really depends on PTO time and baseball and all that stuff, and
right.
on how much we have left, once October rolls around. So yeah, I mean, we want to go. We've always wanted to go to Going Caching. It's just a matter of can we get there? That's the big question. So let's talk, guys. What's going on? What has this decision been in the works for years, or was it spur of the moment? Was it
We've talked about it just recently. As of honestly, the event last year, I don't think we knew for sure.
no,
There were, some things, and the biggest reason really is Jim and I are retired now, and Going Caching's been happening for 14 years.
It's been that
Been
long.
the same group that has done it the whole time, and I think it's just time to. We'd like to do other things. We got travel. Not all of our children live locally. We want to be able to go and visit them more and travel. We want to see all the national parks. We'd like to go to all the other megas.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, last year's Going Caching was super fun. We had a blast. And Andy mentioned the crew, by and large, has been with us since the very beginning. And, over the course of 14 years, you can tell, we're not getting worn out, but, a little,
Every year it's like, it's whose back's going to go out.
Yeah, right,
Whose
right.
knees
Yeah.
are giving out.
Yeah.
And
So Andy and I have been talking,
yeah.
well, there's a lot of things we don't want to happen. We don't want to go, things start to get, less and less. We don't want that. And we definitely want to go out on top, show everybody, one last great time. And we would hate it for if individual crew members started feeling like, well, this ought to be my last one. And then it kind of, dwindles instead of go out with a big bang.
Right.
Sure.
So that's pretty much it. And now that we've announced to the crowd, there's no backing out. So
You can always back.
this is definitely the last one.
You can always
so-
back out. Come on, you can always.
Yeah, and none of our crew really knew. We had a meeting here recently and got together with most of them, and the ones that weren't at the meeting, we gave them a call. There were people at HQ we needed to talk to as well, and some of our longtime vendors. And once we had personally let all those people know, we just dropped it out with an announcement and a Facebook post. And I think the crew, everybody's sad. We are a family. So a lot of them, the very first thing out of their mouths was, well, we're still getting together every year, right? And then
of course, that will be top secret wherever we do get together, because it'll turn into a mega if we're not careful.
Right.
And then the next thing was everybody is like, they are all in. Like, this is going to be the biggest. It's going to be the best. They kind of want to just, the like, what is the phrase they were using? Drop the mic. So, um, so
It's
I'm
gonna be
excited
big.
about that. I'm
gonna
excited.
be
I
big.
think we're going to have a really good energy level this year, which is going to make it a lot more fun.
I think the storyline too that we've got this year is going to be tons of fun. I mean, it's who everybody loves detectives, and when you think about it, you have a favorite detective, and costumes and things. Role playing is a big part of going caching. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. They can be as extravagant as they wish, or you could just come with a fedora and a magnifying glass, and you're a detective.
Yeah.
Have you told the town yet? Does Rome know?
Yes,
I mean,
and
they must be devastated.
the tourism director is a very good friend of mine here in town, and I spoke with her to have her share it with all of her team, and she says she's going to make sure the city's all in as well. That people showing up are going to leave with a very good impression of Rome, and they're pretty. And since she is a friend, she's excited for us to be able to move on in our adventures and things we want to do, but she's sad about the event going away because people here love it as much as the cashers that come. So,
well, I'm sure it pumps a ton of money into the town. I gotta imagine.
Yeah, Rome is not a big town,
right?
And it is it's significant. It really is,
Yeah,
because they come. Geocachers come most of the week. That, and
Right.
we have other events in Rome that draw more people, but it can be a Saturday or maybe a weekend. Whereas, I mean, we've got people showing up on Monday when the crew's just getting here,
Right.
and then the events start Wednesday evening, and that's all. Our Wednesday night package pickup is much more than just pickup. And
yeah.
it would be a mega event on its own. That's
Exactly.
every
that's
one
kind
of Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Every one of our events is a mega size.
Yeah, I mean, we have over 300 attended or 500 people or whatever they use now. But I think it's 300 attended. But all the side events, and that does they call it putting heads in the beds and feet on the street. But it's it is a great thing for the community, and they love geocachers. And many of them are they know each other by name now. Some of our the store managers and owners know the geocachers when they come in. So it's really cool. It's a marvelous thing that's kind of happened.
It'll be interesting to see what it does to the town in terms of like monetarily. I mean, stores are going to take a hit. I mean, I wonder how many stores actually, take that weekend into that week rather into their full yearly account of how much money they make, how much they're going to lose. It could be like 1/10 of what they. You must generate a ton of money.
Oh, it does. The official economic impact, it's public. In Rome, it's almost $500,000.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we get welcome there. Geocachers get welcome there with open arms. So unlike any place I've ever seen. I mean, there's towns that are friendly to geocachers, but Rome it loves its geocachers. So
yeah, and it's much more than the money. Honestly, the businesses, townspeople, I mean, think about it. Parading down Broad Street in costumes, and geocachers are we're all a crazy bunch to begin with, really, right? And they love it. I mean, they just love seeing it and can't wait for it every year. It's just it's a really cool thing. It's much more than just the financial thing that everyone's going to miss. Andy and I are going to miss this terribly. That's why I was joking. It's like there's no turning back, thank goodness, because it's hard to step away from such a crazy thing that's happened by. I don't know how it happened, but it's just the greatest thing, and it's an expression of creativity, both for us and the people that come. And so it's just been a lot of fun.
One crazy fun thing is that week too is my phone will blow up with Muggle friends texting pictures of geocachers, butt out in a bush, or a whole pile of them staring at their phone somewhere in the park, or it's like, oh, look, I found the geocachers, and they'll be texting me pictures of them. It's hilarious.
Awesome.
Well, why don't you tell us, before we let you go, why don't you tell us what it's about this year? What's the theme? What's the plan this year?
Well, the theme is, of course, we're doing detective story, and our setting is sort of like late 40s, post-war. People are kind of happy again and doing things, but then we're also kind of going to add that film noir. I mean, if you want a good laugh, is actually go read on the cache page the film noir setting that has been written on there. That you just have to read it. And we're doing Where in Rome is Carmen Candiamo. So it's kind of a play on, obviously, Carmen Sandiego. She is coming to Rome with her henchmen, and she is going to be trying to steal all the different going caching relics that are
through the years
are sitting around. So it's going to be a big trip down memory lane as well. We're going to incorporate different themes from the past years into this year's, kind of roll it into one. Then the Friday night show, if you want to tell them about that, because that's a big thing.
Yes, the Friday night show, which helps reveal a lot of the story and some of the puzzle elements and things, the trading card puzzle, very much. But it will be it's set. We have two stories going at once. It's set on or in a 1940s radio station where they do radio plays. So a radio play will be going on, and of course, then in real life, there'll be a. I guess we can tell them.
Yeah,
right?
there'll be a murder.
There'll be a murder.
Oh.
And as the play progresses, the audience, which this is always a fun thing, we do a running adventure lab during the play, so they can log the adventure lab as the clues are delivered in the play. So the story, anyway, don't want to give too much away, but
I can do part of the setup
they
that
will
I think
do-
is so
yeah, go
funny.
ahead.
I think part of the funny thing is once a murder happens during the radio show, then the real cops are going to show up,
Or the real detectives.
the real detectives, and then you're going to have the radio detectives who just play detectives on the radio show. There's going to be this
Butting
kind of
in
like,
and-
who's the better detective here, the real one or the one that plays
It's
one?
like I'm not a real detective, but I play one on the radio. Yeah. So anyway, it's always how do we really? It's not theater. We all know that. It's the going caching crew is the cast. I write the silly thing, and we just have a blast with it. And as long as the crowd is laughing and no one gets hurt, we're happy. So.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's the gist of it all. And of course, our escape rooms that you do the trading card challenge puzzle to get what you need to get in the escape rooms. Those are tied into what we've talked about too, as far as the play and the storyline. So
Look, the trading cards are happening again this year.
I'm sorry.
The trading cards are happening again this year.
Oh
yes.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm sort of envisioning it being the largest ever, because last
Sure.
year was the largest to date, and then it'd be fun to go out big with a really big collection. We're gonna have them available sooner this year, so people going to Geo Woodstock, I hope they can, if they want to order, they can have them in hand
Oh, nice.
in time for
Okay.
that. So.
Yeah, the trading cards you mentioned, they're great things. We find them, we cache all over now, all over the country, and we'll find them in the craziest places.
Oh, yeah.
Going caching cache
Oh,
cards
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brother recently texted that they were on a birthday trip to Hawaii, and he texted me a picture of a cash card. They found it a cache in Maui.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
another thing we're going to miss, and other people, because it's so much fun when they submit their information and we look at their photo and read what they want
I
on the
feel like
back
I
of the
know them
card.
all.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's one of those crazy things that we never envisioned would be such a big thing.
Right.
And so that's another thing we're going to miss. I'm sure other, they're going to miss cash cards, but
Yeah, and there's full sets of them at
Yeah.
HQ.
right.
Oh wow!
Get them for every
Nice.
year. So
And do you have a GC? I just offhand a GC for the.
I
know
do. Hang on.
I'm totally springing it on you. I apologize.
No, we should know this off the top of our head. Here, she's
I
got
I
should
it.
put a
have it
post-it
up.
note on my computer screen.
Oh, there you go. And
It's
you threw it.
GC AJ6MP.
GCAJ6MP. All right, guys, here you go. Everybody log a Williton. Make this thing a giga. Come on.
Thanks, Scott.
I'm not sure the park will handle a giga for the Saturday night play.
I think the park can handle it. It's the Saturday night this year. We always have a party with the DJ.
Hmm.
Yeah, the
and
costume party.
It's a big
the
costume
costume
party, and wow, the costumes
Right.
always blow me away every year. But we've location that became available this year that I've tried to get in the past, but it's always had something going on. And it's the old Forest Hotel downtown. And there's 2 big ballrooms side by side. And it was available. So I grabbed it, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Awesome.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Chad, and sorry, any other questions to Chad and Jesse? I'm so sorry.
Do you guys have the? I'm not sure what to call it. The going caching pre-puzzle.
The pre-event T-shirt puzzle.
Pre-event,
right?
yeah.
That we're still working on. That's
Okay.
in fact, that's one of the, like, when people talk about all the work that goes into something like this, that puzzle shirt is that has to happen first, and and that really we're starting now, and getting that designed, and we
Okay.
hope to have that out at some point here.
Okay. So
Right.
hopefully you'll have it at least by Geo Woodstock, and
That's always been our goal, in which we've done that. We're not going to exhibit at Geo Woodstock. We're going, Andy and I are going, but we're not going to do the full blown exhibit like we've done in some places, just because it's so far away, and we want to drive and geocache.
right.
And,
You don't want
and
you
it-
don't want
and
you don't want to have a bunch of boxes to.
Exactly that,
Right,
and
gotcha.
also it requires so many crew members to come along and help us with it. So
Right.
so that's mainly just a distance thing, but just we will not have the shirts and our big booth and everything like we normally do. So, but we will be there handing out cash cards and seeing our friends and having a great time.
So I assume you'll put out an announcement on the page when it's available for order.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
When we get our store open with that in there, we'll definitely make an announcement. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Jess, any questions?
No, I just thank you for everything you guys have done, and sorry to see this go, but very happy for you that you can move on to the next adventures in your lives, and
Yep.
Thank you.
hopefully go and do a whole lot of caching and attend other
Other
people's events.
That's right.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that is exactly the plan.
Yeah, that's great. Good for you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Truly appreciate it.
Well,
Well,
thanks for having us. We
yeah.
appreciate you
Absolutely.
guys.
All right,
And
you
thanks
guys
for helping us all these years. You guys have been really good to us, getting the word out, and we really appreciate it.
Of course.
Of
Absolutely.
course.
We'll talk to you guys soon. You be well.
Okay. Thanks,
Bye.
All
guys.
right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Chad. Your mega is ending.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Sorry to say.
Yeah, you left that part out yesterday when you
Wow.
texted me that when you wanted to bring them on the show, and I hadn't been on Facebook, so I was missing.
You didn't know?
I didn't know until it's like, okay, there's got to be something here, and I'm looking around. It's like, oh,
I can't believe you didn't know. Wow, I'm so
No.
sorry, dude. So I told you
People were saying it, they legit broke Facebook yesterday with their
Yeah, I mean,
announcement. I mean,
Right.
it blew up as
It
soon as they
blew
made that
up.
announcement. So
yeah.
I mean, it's like such bittersweet. So sad.
Well, what else?
Don't know if we're ever gonna make that.
No, it's just October. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
the
it's
worst.
such a hard time.
Oh,
But we'll see. Never know.
it really, honestly, Jess, it depends on how much PTO I have.
Yep. No, I know.
Like,
Me
it
too.
depends on North Carolina, it depends on Florida. I mean, it's just
Yep.
so many
We
variables.
have a lot of things up in the
So
air
many
this year.
so many variables happening with baseball that, like,
Yep.
it really depends. That's what
Yep.
it comes down to.
We'll see how
I
things
could have
pan
2
out.
days, I could have 12 days. I don't know,
Yep.
so.
Yep.
We do have a
Anyway.
call here, so let's take a call. It looks like, oh, God, it's Connecticut. Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
Skippy.
What's
So,
up, Skip?
yeah, it is sad to hear about going caching ending.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did make it there last year. I don't plan on going this year.
Why not?
Aw.
You're so close. You're closer than me.
Yeah, well,
And you're retired. Like, you have
There's
no excuse. Like, Scorpio Red, he better be there, or like he's in big trouble. Like, you got nothing else
Yeah.
going on, dude. No offense.
monetary
Mm.
budget.
Come on. Sleep in your car.
He's on a fixed income now.
He's on a super fixed income. That Social Security checks aren't coming in strong.
But you guys hadn't brought up about Moga.
About Moga. That's right. Moga's not. We talked about Moga, didn't we? Didn't we talk about
I
Moga?
think we glossed over it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Moga,
That's
Jesse
another-
Brown.
Another mega that got canceled.
So here's a funny story, and I'm going to totally call Jesse Brown out on this.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesse Brown, my wife, I love her to death. God bless her heart. She's the queen of what? Jesse, what are you the queen of?
Procrastination, good
And-
intentions,
And
changing my mind,
indecisive.
overthinking.
Indecisive. So my
all of the
wife,
above.
she's gonna go to Mega. She's going by herself because I can't go. And Cam didn't want to go with her, but she wanted to go see the eclipse.
The eclipse.
Now. And so
They made all kinds of big promises. It was
made
going to
all
be
big
big, spectacular. I was super excited.
Yeah. And then she's like, then they're having issues. And Ohio pulls out. And she's like, and she says to me, it's gonna be crap now. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna make other plans. So she made other plans to go to Southern Illinois, I think, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're laying in bed, and she goes, I'm having second thoughts. Like my wife always does. Like my wife always does.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to go to Moga now. I'm like, you gave it. She had a great spot. She had a great campground. She gave it up. She canceled it. I think I want to go now. So she tries. So this is the way my wife works. Is that she thinks she wants to go, but she sits on it for a day or two. That's what my wife does. And in that day or two, they canceled it. So it didn't. So it never happened. They canceled it. Luckily for her, they canceled it. So she's like, okay, well, I guess now I'm not going. But she probably would have gone if it wasn't canceled. But yeah, so I heard it was canceled. We both heard it was canceled. I should say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Judging by Ohio pulled out, I couldn't figure how they were going to make that work. Once Ohio, for everybody who doesn't know, the Ohio Association, Geocaching Association, which is the whole state of Ohio, was originally going to be part of it, and then they opted out of doing it. So basically, it was this one group on their own. I don't know what that group is called, doing it themselves, and they couldn't pull it off in time.
I think it's AFG or something like that.
Is that what it's called? AFK? Thank you, AFK. Yeah, they couldn't pull it off. Yeah, they couldn't pull it off. That was too much. Yeah. So they canceled it. They canceled. Well, no, there was there ever an official announcement, or did they just Groundspeak canceled it? Right?
Yeah. They announced that they were not going to hold it this year due to several different problems that occurred. But I wonder if that's the end of it, period, or will they try to make a comeback next year?
I don't know. It's a good question. I can't imagine that it's going to come back. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been on life support for a while. It was on life support 4 years ago. And then AFK took it over, didn't they? Isn't that when AFK took it over? 3-4 years ago, Jess? Do you know?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. But before that, it was on life support. It was struggling real hard. So who knows? I mean, Midwest GeoBash still going strong. I'm going to that this year. So looking forward to that. Didn't go last year. Gonna go this year. Yeah. So we're camping, right, Jess?
Yeah. Heck
Got
yeah.
One of
Maggie
these
all
years
set.
I'll make it to that.
What?
One of these years, maybe I'll make it to that one.
Have you never been
That's
there?
such a great one.
Even Chad's been there. Really? Come on.
Hey, one or two big events a year. That's it. That's all I can do.
And what are the other two? What are the other ones you're doing? How is Midwest not one of your big ones?
Well,
You can camp at Midwest.
Yeah.
this year is going to be a Geo Woodstock, and that's a family trip for sightseeing also.
And what's the second one? That's only one.
Well, now I'm on more of a fixed income, so now it's back down to kind of like one. But I may go out to Syracuse for the GeoCoin Fest.
Oh. Midwest is better. I've been to GeoCoin Fest. Midwest is better.
Syracuse is just a day drive for you, right?
Oh yeah, that's like a hop skip. No,
Yeah, Syracuse.
No pun
Syracuse
intended.
To be about a half-hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Skip, no, nice to see you there. I haven't seen you there. God, how long has it been since we've seen Skip in person? When's the last time we saw Skip?
Georgia?
God, was that Georgia? That was like 2 years
No.
ago.
We've seen you since
No,
Georgia?
when I came to the front porch.
Oh, yeah. You came here. You stopped by the front porch.
About a year and a half ago.
Yeah. With the fam. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. With
Yeah.
the family. Yeah.
I'll probably see him next then.
You'll see him
So,
next. We're at
at Geo Woodstock,
Geo Woodstock.
where is Woodstock this year?
Flagstaff, Arizona.
Really? Have you been living under a rock? That's
Yeah.
going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I wish I could figure out how to get there. I got
People
other
will be
plans. that week.
visiting the Red Rocks of Sedona and the Grand
Mhm.
Canyon.
Oh
and
God.
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I gotta wait till I'm in Skip's land, man. My kid's not too busy right now. Your kids get older and you think it gets easier, but it really kind of doesn't.
Not until you push them out of the house. It doesn't end when high school ends. You got to push them out of the house.
It's just
Well, how much more high school you got? 2 years?
high school. Shane's in seventh grade.
Yeah, we got a long ways to go yet.
I got Cam who's a junior, and I got Shane who's in seventh grade.
My son's in college, so
Well, I got one in college.
I don't know how long that's going to take.
I can't leave. Yeah, but we can't leave Cam a week home alone. I can't leave him for a week. Can't leave him this isn't a John Hughes movie, dude. I can't leave my 17-year-old for a week home alone. I will literally get thrown in jail. I don't think that's even legal. Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh wow.
So I mean, we're talking about. I think we're gonna do it for a night, right, Jess? I think that was the plan. And that was iffy. Yeah. So it's it's tough, So I don't know what's the legal age. I don't even know. So yeah. So it's a while before we have the freedom that we so desire. So
All right.
all right. Well, you be well, pal.
All right. Yeah. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Be well. Bye.
Bye.
Jess, what do you got?
Well, we got a new souvenir was just announced. Did you hear this one?
I did.
Another new souvenir.
Mhm.
Another new souvenir.
And remember when souvenirs were really hard to get?
I know.
Yeah. So they've just announced a celebrate the March equinox.
Oh.
Um,
That's next week, isn't it? Is it this week?
It's a couple weeks from now. To earn the souvenir, geocachers must find a total of 3 geocaches, event caches, and/or Adventure Lab locations between March 17th and March 23rd. We chose 3 caches for the 3rd month of the year.
See, I think they're done with this whole one cache thing. I think they're
Trying to make things more difficult.
Yeah.
So 3 caches in 5 days, 6 days. You have 6 days to find 3 caches
Mhm.
and earn a souvenir.
And that's
So-
that's over a weekend, right? I'm assuming.
I think it's like Thursday.
Well, it's a Sunday through
Sunday through Saturday. Oh, so it's 7 whole days.
Because I've got a CETO to go to on the Sunday, the first Sunday, and I'm hosting an event on the Saturday.
Oh, so am I.
It's 2 right there. Oh, it's right. There's 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we got to do is we got to get somebody to put out a cache in the parking lot. or 2. I can't do it because then we can't get it.
All
Cody,
right.
dog. Where's Cody? Cody,
Cody.
go to Vernon Hills Mall and put a
Place the
couple
cash for the
cash
community to maintain.
in the Vernon Hills parking lot, please. That's your job. Your one job for that event.
Yeah.
Get out a couple cashes.
Yeah, St. Patty's Day is the 17th,
Yes.
and the Cedo event is St. Patrick's Day themed.
Oh, nice. So you'll be
what-
picking up
gonna come
shamrocks and
Gonna be picking up shamrocks and wearing green so I don't get pinched.
Jess, is your event on the 17th?
no, my event is on the 23rd.
Okay, I'm like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah, both of ours. Apparently, we both had the same idea. Put an event out on the 23rd. So mine's welcome to spring. Have a cup of Joe.
Oh, nice. No, mine's an Easter themed scavenger hunt at the mall,
Ah, okay, yeah, nice.
Like we do in
like we do for Christmas the past couple years for the holiday scavenger hunt, and people requested
people
more
demanded.
than just once a year. The people have spoken.
They demanded.
I must host events, they said.
Yes, you more host.
Yeah.
Jim Stark says, did you see on Facebook how many people were upset because they did not realize they needed to find
Yes.
4 caches on February 29th? Because they only said it like 100 times.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you apparently weren't listening to our show.
Right? Listen to our show, you know what's going on.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what else is going on? Speaking of CEDOs and events and souvenirs,
What?
CEDO season 1 has begun.
No, it has.
Yep.
It sure has. March 1st through May 31st. Is
Cody
CEDO
Dog just
season
went to
1.
one. Did he get it?
Probably.
I think he got it.
Yeah.
Cody,
If you live in the
did you get the souvenir, Cody Dog?
if you live in the Chicagoland area, you can't not get the souvenir. We have
Yes, we
March
can.
Madness happening here.
It's not the Chicago area. Don't even put that in the Chicago area. Aurora is not the Chicago area.
Okay, party on, Scott.
Party on, Jess. It's not the Chicago area. Like
It is.
Chicago-
It is a Chicago suburb.
It is not. It's more of a Rockford suburb than it is a Chicago.
It's
not.
a Chicago
Aurora is
suburb.
a
Near
Chicago
Chicago.
suburb. Yes, it is. If you go to Wikipedia's Aurora,
I will say
Illinois
a
page,
suburb
I
of Chicago.
guarantee you it will say
It
it's a
is
Chicago
definitely
suburb.
considered within the Chicago Metroland
Yes.
area.
Correct. Thank you very much. Jeez, you've
Wait,
lived here
Chicagoland
longer than
area.
I have.
Wait, Chicagoland area is not a suburb of Chicago. There you go.
All of Chicagoland is the suburbs. Oh my goodness. This is a geocaching podcast. Let's talk about everything but.
If Gary, Indiana is, Aurora is, Tyrone
Right?
Shoelaces.
Totally is.
Yes.
Nah,
That's
I'm not going
right.
to put
Our
Scary,
neighbors to the
Indiana in as a suburb.
Yeah.
Yes. So Aurora.
Anyway.
So what's going on in Aurora, guys? Party on, Jess.
Party on, Scott.
Is that one of the cashers there? He put out a CEDO every single day of
It's
the
March
month,
Madness.
Dad.
It's March Madness.
I'm gonna say that again.
Yeah,
He put out a CEDO every single day of
that's
March.
that's crazy.
It's going to be the
10:15.
cleanest town.
At 10:15 every day, there is a CEDO in a different park in Aurora.
So if you don't get a CEDO, if you don't get your souvenir this year, and you live in the Chicagoland area,
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Right.
Well, Aurora for us is an hour away.
Yeah. It's
pretty
still
far.
Chicagoland.
Yeah.
There are suburbs farther.
Agree to disagree. Party on, Jess.
Okay, party on, Scott.
Yeah. So yeah, the CETO season 1 is live and it goes till May 31st. So Jess, we have till May 31st to go to a CETO.
Mhm.
When is the other one? Should be coming soon. That one up north, that path.
Oh,
that
yes.
really crappy path.
I
that-
just saw it. I just saw it published the other day.
Oh, did it really? When is it?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah, that one we need to go to. All right, what else we got going in this geocache? God, so much happened. What else is going on in the geocaching world?
Chad has some news.
Chad has some
Yeah.
news.
What's going on,
Let's-
Chad?
I stopped procrastinating on my virtual, and I got my first virtual published.
Oh, good
Congratulations.
laps. Good job.
Yeah, Anne Rice's Eternal Legacy. It's
And-
in New Orleans. So it's GCAJGRW.
Mhm. And I'm assuming it's her grave.
It's at her mausoleum.
It's at her house, right? Okay.
And my mother-in-law and her mother and father and several other people of my wife's family are all interned in different mausoleums in that cemetery.
Oh, you're kidding.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then other family members on the cemetery across the freeway from it.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
well,
know,
that's exciting.
here's the thought, Jess. Okay, you know how we all know how against cemetery caches I am. Right? We all know it's not a big secret. I hate cemetery caches. But Jess, there is a cemetery in Chicago. Okay, right on the outskirts of Chicago too. It's not really deep into the city at all. That has like every famous person from Chicago is in that cemetery.
Okay.
Adventure Lab in that cemetery.
Okay.
Going to those places.
Mhm.
Poor taste or a good idea?
Good idea.
Sure, why not?
So there was already an adventure lab in the cemetery for several of the famous people that were buried there, but Anne Rice passed away. Was it 2001? It was published before Anne Rice had passed away, so she's not included in there. And this is why I kept my mouth shut about what virtual I wanted to do, because if someone realized that Anne Rice, the Vampire Diaries, which the first one is Interview with a Vampire, and I think someone would have gone in there and put out a virtual for her. And so that's exactly what I did. It's not the best written. ChatGPT actually did the writing.
Yeah.
I massaged it a little bit, but it was like, okay, well, let's see what ChatGPT can do.
So Neltra says in the chat room, we have CETOs almost every day for almost a year in my area.
Wow.
Where do you? She lives in Canada, right? Neltra's in Canada.
It's like BC area,
What's
right?
going on over
so.
there?
Wow.
Jeez. Wow.
Okay.
What's going on, Jess?
Well, let's see. What else do I have? More geocaching.com happenings for
Yes.
this month.
Yes.
The new theme this month, remember at the beginning of the year, geocaching.com put out themes for the month to help spark creativity
I do.
and get
for the
people thinking
hide.
outside the box to make some new and creative hides. And so this month's theme for March, what do you think it is?
I know what it is.
Oh, you know what it is. You cheated.
It's in the chat. It's in the show notes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to put it there.
I'm literally looking at it right now.
Plants and mushrooms.
Plants and wow.
Plants and mushrooms.
Yeah. So get it now before the greenery.
Before the real plants actually go. Go find all those fake plants.
Yeah.
All right.
Before they grow.
Before the real ones grow.
Because come June is going to be a nightmare for that. Plants.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what people do with this.
See, June out here would be the perfect time to go find those. Now would be the bad time, because this is our green season. But when June's out here, everything else is all the grass and everything is dead.
Although I have to say, with the winter, with the quote unquote winter we've been having, our plants are starting to pop up. Our trees are budding. I mean, Chicago is like almost full blown spring happening right now.
Yeah, the trees are so confused. I mean, we've had 70 degrees, Chad. I mean, it's been beautiful. It's been absolutely. I'm in shorts right now. I'm literally in shorts and a hoodie. And in March, early March is insane.
Right.
So like we were out caching. Was it this weekend or was it last weekend when we saw the trees budding? When we saw buds.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was
that's
just
not
this
good.
past weekend.
That's
right?
bad.
End
Mhm.
of February, and the trees are budding. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes.
That's
It'll
not
be
gonna
interesting. But anyway, so plants and mushrooms for the month of March.
Plants and mushrooms for the month of March.
Mhm.
Jesse, are you
No
gonna
magic
hide a
mushroom themed caches, please.
Jesse, are you gonna hide a plant and or mushroom cache?
I'm gonna say sure because I'm never gonna do it anyway. I intend to.
She says sure, guys. She says yes, she is. Let's hold her
You
to
know,
it.
that's not gonna happen.
Chadley,
Sir.
do we have anything else from you, sir?
Nope. I just want to apologize to my local Sacramento area geocachers that I've had to put my virtual in New Orleans.
Hey man, don't apologize. Don't apologize. Let them go to New Orleans. Go get it.
Yeah, it'll be a great trip.
Yeah.
There's some really good caches there.
Yeah. I've driven around it. I've never driven in it. I've been to Louisiana. I just drove around, right? We looked at New Orleans, we waved at it.
Yeah, we waved. We were on the highway and we just
We
kept on going. We were like,
You
that's
You
cool.
went I-10, I-12, and
We went through. Yeah, we had to stop. We took the long way to Alabama and went through Louisiana so we could stop and get a cache in the state. And then we drove through New Orleans, waved as we drove by, and just kept on going. Did not stop.
Leah in the chat room has anyone ever found a geocache related to a plant or a mushroom? I have actually, yes. Yes, I have found fake plants.
yeah, I found fake
Steve,
plants.
Jess. Fake plants, yes. Pine cones, acorns, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I have found
Yeah.
fake ones.
No, that'll be fun.
We once found an amazing cache. Jess, you remember this park? They just got archived. I can't remember the cacher's name, who had all of the lock and locks. And Chad, the top of the lock and lock had fake plants and fake grass.
Oh yeah,
moss, and he would hide it, and it blended right in.
Oh yeah, I've seen one with the fake moss glued to the top of a lock and put down into a field of moss, and the coloring just matched perfectly. And
Jess, I can't remember what caches it was.
No, I don't remember,
I can't remember which
know.
park it was. Just got archived though. I don't remember that. They just did they all just get archived recently? All those.
I don't know. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah. Jess.
Yeah.
So Chad, get this. Jesse told me. Jesse gets an alert for geocaching on Google, right?
Yeah, I have an alert set up for geocaching in the news. And so every day, if there's a news article that's geocaching related,
sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Okay. I will get an alert, and I learned apparently.
Get this, Chad.
So I'm really curious. Some of our listeners, at least one of our listeners,
someone does.
At least one of our listeners watches Days of Our Lives. At least one.
Sure. I has to.
And these are the days of our
lives.
I'm
a General Hospital guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
By trade. I don't watch it anymore, but when I was in my high school days, I was a General Hospital. I was a Luke and Laura guy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Me too. I remember the wedding. Yep. So apparently, though, my guess is a writer on Days of Our Lives is a geocacher or knows someone who's a geocacher, because apparently over the past couple of months, they have worked geocaching into the storyline.
Okay.
So there are websites that are dedicated to spoilers on the storylines every day, here's a recap of what happened on this soap opera today. So on January 17th, here's a part of what happened. So this is just one little blurb of the whole synopsis of the story from January 17th. Toby's birthday. Here's what it says. Trip has everyone looking at their phones. Steve asks what they're looking at. It's a scavenger hunt using an app on the phone. Wendy explains geocaching. Steve asks its purpose. Trip says to have fun. And Wendy adds that it's an adventure and it gets people outdoors. Stephanie has an idea about using geocaching for charity. Stephanie asks Everett about the Spectator sponsoring it. Kayla mentions the hospital could benefit too, and everyone gets excited. So Wendy agrees to handle the tech. Steve will hide the items since he knows the town so well. Stephanie tells everyone she'll call Paulina Price in the morning. They just need to set a date. Tripp suggests Valentine's Day. That's also Steve and Kayla's wedding anniversary.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Here, that's all I got.
So okay, so that was on January 17th. They didn't forget about it.
It's a soap opera, Chad.
They did not forget about it because on February the
It
16th,
continues. Yes.
here's the synopsis. This is from a different site, so it's written a little bit differently.
Is Tripp the casher? Who's the geocacher?
I think Tripp. No, wait.
Tripp is the geocacher.
Yeah, Tripp is the casher.
Okay.
Let's see. So Leo on February 16th, Leo is looking at a clipboard and Everett works on a story. Leo says the spell checker keeps autocorrecting geocaching to geocaching. Yeah. Everett.
They didn't check that.
Engaging.
They didn't fact check that.
No, that's the storyline.
That's the
Leo's upset
storyline.
because he can't write his article about geocaching.
Right, but I'm saying the writers didn't check if that would actually happen.
Oh, I bet it does. I bet it had to have happened to somebody.
Somebody had probably happened to the writer.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
I'll use this in the show.
Yeah. Then they talk about people are writing an article and there was a fire and a couple other things. And then Leo asked Stephanie, can he tag along? Because he wants to give geocaching the geocaching event a try.
To the Valentine's Day event.
He wants to go to the Valentine's Day event.
How did we miss the Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
So
but then
are we there? Are we at the event?
Oh, the event happened.
I know. We don't know what happened at the event.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what happened at the event. That one. There was something about a fire. Something happened with the fire.
At the event.
They were supposed to meet. Hold on, let me see. Okay, Leo decided to go to the geocaching event instead. Wait. Yeah, Leo reminds him to spell geocaching right. Everett then reveals he's working on a story about the fire. They chat about it, relieve no one got hurt. Some other stuff happens, but then Leo decides to go look for a Valentine at the geocaching event instead.
Okay. So there was so they actually had an event on the show.
They had a geocaching event on the show.
Oh, we got to get
But then, wait a second though. Because then on Monday, February 19th episode, Tripp and Wendy, it's still, let's see, the scene suggests that it is still Valentine's Day. So it's still the event.
Okay. On Monday, it's still the event.
It's still the event.
Okay.
Tripp and Wendy start the day geocaching, but they'll end it by going missing.
That's all I
But then that's it. Like they don't talk about it at all.
Ever again?
What happened? I don't know. What happened? Did they ever get found? Where did they go?
Do they know how to pull up their cords and provide it to someone?
Now every mother is watching a show and the kid's like, you can't go geocaching anymore,
right?
Because you're gonna go missing. Much like Trey and what's the girl's name? I can't remember.
Tripp and Wendy.
Tripp
okay,
and Wendy.
but my question is this, because I don't watch Days. I just found these recaps and I was entertained by them. But what I want to know, I'm sure somebody watches, and I want to know, like, is this portrayed correctly?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like, is it accurate in like how they talk about it and what they do? You know,
Sure,
like I'm just curious.
There's got to be video somewhere. Get the dates. We'll look it up.
I know the dates.
January
17th.
The actual dates of the show. I'm sure.
Yeah, January 17th, February 16th, and February 19th.
I'm sure we could find the video of it. I'm sure.
Okay.
Because I'm dying to see what.
Wait,
I'm
Mike
dying
T
to see
says
that.
my wife says they have not yet been found. Oh no! Oh no!
Did they put a DNF on Wendy and Tripp?
Mike, geez, Mike, you got to have your wife calling right now. Hurry up.
Where are they? Oh
Oh,
no!
Mike, Jesus. His wife
Oh.
says they have not been found
Oh
yet.
my gosh.
Oh, no.
That is not
for the
making
win right
geocaching
there.
look very
I
good,
know. That's putting geocaching in a very bad light.
right?
Oh, that's
Oh my
fantastic.
goodness.
Oh, it's bad. So, guys, anybody who watches Days of Our Lives, geocaching, shame on you for not telling us that geocaching was involved. Because, holy mackerel. All right, we have got a call from Mike Thiesenvitz. Mike, put your wife on the phone. I don't even want to talk to you. Hello? Hello?
Hello. I'm sorry. I was still hearing the TV.
There you are. Hi. What's your name?
Cindy. I'm
Cindy,
his
right?
wife.
Cindy. Hi, Cindy. My name is Scott. We have Jesse on the line and we have Chad on the line as well. You watch the show?
Yes, I do.
Oh, don't be ashamed. We're not here to judge you. We're just here to learn. We're here to learn. So there's okay. So I'm assuming you're not a cacher, or are you a geocacher?
Oh, I cash with my husband.
Oh, great. Okay.
He's
So-
just the main casher.
oh, okay. So did you see the shows where they were geocaching and the geocaching event and such?
I did. They really didn't show too much of them caching, but they showed them when they got kidnapped. They were at a cache that they were looking for. And then all of a sudden, someone interrupts them before they can find it.
So they didn't even
And
find it
kidnaps them.
and kidnaps them. How was the event? Did they show the event at all?
They kind of showed it. I mean, there were a bunch of people walking around town with their phones in their hand looking for caches.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And Mike never told us. Shame
It
on
was
shame on
really
Mike.
cool. No, he did it. And I texted him because I was home the day that I heard that they were going to have it. And I said, Days of Our Lives is going to be talking about geocaching.
So those are the only two on
excited.
those are the only two on the show that do it that actually cache.
That did on that event. Now, of course, where She Read Leo went out, Leo was looking for one too, but he's kind of a flake. He didn't know what he was doing.
Stupid Leo.
He's an interesting character.
It's not surprising. So they're still missing. We
Yeah.
don't know where they are, and they've usually.
They're
I mean,
still missing.
I watched them for. I watched General Hospital for years, and even if someone was kidnapped, they still showed them kidnapped. So you haven't even seen them
No,
kidnapped
they
at all.
have shown them kidnapped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like in this big old barrel that like holds beer.
Oh.
I mean, it's a huge thing, like a silo type thing. And now, yesterday, because I didn't get to watch it today, yesterday someone closed the vents off, and so now they're panicking that they're going to suffocate to death.
Oh no!
God. Oh,
All right, Cindy, you have to keep us updated.
please keep us updated.
Please keep us posted. We all care. We're all
Now
very
we're all
concerned.
invested. We're all invested now. So
Okay, I'll let you know.
we appreciate it. Please let us know when they get out and make sure they're okay. And if they're done cashing or they continue. That's all we really care about.
Okay, I'll let you know.
You be well. Thank you so much for calling in. Really, thank you so much.
Sure, bye guys.
Bye-bye. Okay, see, I can sleep tonight now. Thank God, I can sleep.
Well, I can, but Trip and Wendy are still.
I know, but like,
Still missing.
but the point is that like I don't have to worry about like I need to like me. I like need to know. I can't not know what happened. So like at least now I know. Now I
Okay.
know.
All right.
I'm okay now. I'm okay.
That was fun.
Okay, good. Yes. So what's going on with anything else?
I have one more thing,
You have one more thing.
real quick. I just want to give a little plug. I gave a plug last week, but I have a better plug this week.
A better plug.
I do.
Okay.
So we all know our friends, our dear good friends of the show, Joshua the geocaching vlogger and
Yes.
Craig See My Shell.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that they co-host their own podcast, Treasures of Our Town.
Yes.
Yours truly was a very special guest on it this
You?
past Monday. That would be me.
You were
Yeah,
on the show.
I was on the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had a
You
blast.
were a roadside attraction.
Well, I was the roadside.
Hey, it's my wife, sir.
attraction.
How dare you?
That's what the title says. Roadside attraction.
Dare you?
Yeah. No, it was really fun. They asked me to come on the show. They needed a third person, and they knew, that I have a special interest in road trips and traveling and roadside attractions. And so we had a blast. We did a March Madness bracket style head to head. What is the best roadside attraction in America? And it was really fun. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go to Treasures of Our Town on your local, I mean not local, on your favorite podcast listener app thing.
It's kind of
I don't know what else to call it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And the week before they talked about virtual geocaches. The week before that, they had Annie Love on the show. It's a lackey talking about Fremont neighborhood. So, they incorporate caching, and it's not really a caching related podcast, but they do incorporate caching in here and there. So,
yeah, I'd say it's. Yeah, I mean, they always incorporate just a little bit of it. I mean,
they say it's a travel podcast to talk about destinations that are guided by their geolocation games, being geocaching and Muncie.
Muncie as well.
So, yeah, so it was fun. Right. I think we're going to do it again next year. So I got to go on a few road trips and visit some roadside attractions.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. We have talked about everything I think we need to talk about, right?
Okay.
I think so.
Touched many topics. Going caching. Tripping Wendy. Not Wendy. Tripping who?
Yeah, Tripping Wendy.
Tripping Wendy. Many things have been touched on tonight. So thank you, everybody, for calling in. We appreciate it. Thank you for the chat room, of course. Guys, next week, Chad.
Sir.
Next week, sir. Next week. Chad, it's been a long time since we've done this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it has.
But it's time again. It's time.
Okay.
It's time to bring it back for 2024. It's time. It's time to pit the listeners against each other. Yes, it is a one-up me time, Chad. One-up me contest next week. The theme, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear some of these stories. The theme for next week's show is Best Enlisting a Muggle's Help Story.
And I bet I know what story you're going to tell.
What I'm going to tell?
If we have time for you to tell your story, I bet I know which one you're going to tell.
The best enlisting a Muggle's Help story. That's next week's show. It's a one-up me contest. So, guys, get your stories together. Give us a call next week. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have some fun. That's all for this show, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for everybody calling in. Jesse and Chad, appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome as usual. And let's close this show out. Here we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available wherever you find your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click that subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $5, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Odds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Art and Crafted, PatTags.com, Geocaching Adventures LLC, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we'll talk to you guys next week. And we're clear. All right, guys, thank you so much. Everybody be well, be safe. And once again, thanks. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.